There should be more child-free restaurants, hotels, and entertainment centers. Do you know the feeling when you're just sitting at the restaurant with your significant other and the two of you just want to enjoy your food and each other's company, and out comes running a little kid screaming their head off? Most of the time the parents don't bother to properly even address their kids' behaviors. They just laugh it off at the distance or say, "Oh, so cute," and start filming their lousy ass kid. Or when you're visiting the spa at a hotel, just bubbling away in a jacuzzi and in jumps a little kid who starts splattering around. Or when you're at the cinema, focused on a really interesting scene and some kid starts talking all over the place, "Daddy, look at that," multiple times throughout the movie. It should be more normalized for kids not to be taken everywhere. There should be more places for adults who specifically don't have kids for a reason. The obsession around kids are cute and should be with everyone 24/7 is disgusting. They are called expensive restaurants and not a plebes. For as often as I see this unpopular opinion, I would think I would see the situation in public often. This is my response from the last time I saw this unpopular opinion. The reason that there's not more of these types of places is simply due to lack of support. Child-free apartments, I lived in one. Beaches, resorts, restaurants exist, but they aren't cheap and you have to support them because they are cutting themselves out of a large money spending portion of consumers. I see this type of opinion a lot on here, and usually it boils down to someone having champagne taste with a tap water budget. If you think a family of 4-week-long trip to Disney World is expensive, look up a few nights stay at some of these adult-only resorts. If you aren't willing to shell out for first-class tickets, then you wouldn't be able to afford the price hike for a coach ticket on an adult-only flight. Malaysia Airlines and others have proved people don't want to deal with the reality of child-free accommodations. Ah yes. We see this post about every day. I don't think this is really unpopular. I'm a parent that agrees, and I know tons of parents that do too. When I get a night away from my kids, I don't want to have to listen to other kids. When I say kids, I mean anyone under 18, because a lot of times in public teenagers are louder or just as loud as toddlers and babies. I feel like this is really overblown, and not really unpopular. I haven't really seen many children at date-ish restaurants. Maybe an older teen or something with their family. My wife and I don't bring our kids to nice places, it doesn't seem like anyone else does either, and we live in one of the most child-loving countries in the world. Used to eat out in different major cities maybe 10 to 12 times a week back at my old job, and never really saw kids at lunch nor dinner in the vast majority of places. If I'm at some pasta restaurant, or a tourist place by the ocean, I'm going to expect that some people will bring their kids, and I'd probably be the asshole for expecting them not to be there. Families probably make up a good share of their revenue. I would be quite annoyed if there were screeching toddlers when we went out somewhere nice to eat, but I've been doing it in 6 countries on 3 continents over my adult life, and it's never really come up more than 2 or 3 times. Most spas at hotels I have been to are already 18 plus, as well as gyms. I guess this could differ from country to country, but it's been my experience at the very least in Norway, the UK, and the US. Unless you mean the pool. As for movies, I can't imagine too many small kids wanting to watch the same movies as adults. Edgy teens are honestly more annoying from my experience. I'm not really an avid moviegoer though. But yeah, anyone would be upset at what you describe if it does come up. I'd rather well-behaved kids than loud adults. Maybe try taking your significant other somewhere nice. You get what you pay for. You shouldn't go to Olive Garden and be surprised kids are there doing kid stuff. Go hit up something fancier or with a less family-friendly menu for date night. Reddit hates kids. Another unpopular opinion about kids. Feel like these get more and more unoriginal by the post. Don't get me wrong, I agree. Sometimes I feel like there should be more child-free areas as well, but even then at this point I'm just convinced the majority of r/unpopular opinion just hates kids, and it's gotten to the point of alright, we get it. Do you know the feeling when you're just sitting at the restaurant with your significant other and the two of you just want to enjoy your food and each other's company, and out comes running a little kid screaming their head off? I also know the feeling when you're sitting down at a restaurant with your significant other and a group of obnoxious adults ruin the experience with loud, foul conversations. In most cases, when approached with a reasonable request, they are more likely than not to begin an altercation. Why just kids? Why not make more uncivilized behavior-free restaurants? Weird that someone posts this extremely unpopular opinion every day. FFS, stop posting this shit every 5 minutes. Why are you guys so fucking obsessed with this opinion? Not one single thing you list in your post has ever happened to me. Well, stop taking your so out for a romantic dinner at Arby's. You're missing the most important reason this will never be a common thing for most businesses. A family is going to spend more money than a single person. Simple economics, more people equals more money. It's not about your comfort or experience, it's about money. A family of 4 is spending YAAI more for every experience than you as a single person, so your opinions are not important to them. There is more money in the family industry than there is in the single/childless industry. Corporations can give two shits about what you think there should be more of. Perhaps a 21 and over pub/bar might help you get your fix. I do agree, there should be more spaces available for childless adults. Unfortunately, there is no money in it. You're patronizing the wrong restaurants. Where the hell do you people dine that has so many noisy kids? I have kids now, so I may not hear the yelling, but even before kids, this was never something I noticed. A lot of restaurants are just noisy in general since they are all hard surfaces. I don't think so. Hear me out. How will the kid learn to behave if they are not taken everywhere? You literally have to teach the small human based on your own behavior. When I was young, we'd travel with family friends. A huge group of 15 adults and 20 to 25 kids. Nieces, nephews, and cousins were brought with us. We never caused a racket because we were always treated as adults and expected to behave well in public. We all learned how to act and would call out each other in case of shitty actions.